Hey guys, my name is Thana and welcome to my channel. Today we have our good friend Mike Yap with us, and we're gonna talk about the top 10 myths about tuning. And I got a list here, Mike. So I actually went online, I looked at forums, what people talk about, and these are things I think everybody has a question about. And let's quickly go through the 10 top things people have forgotten it's myth about them. Let's see whether they're true or false or kind of. Okay. So number one, fuel consumption. So people say when you tune a car, your fuel consumption goes up. True or false?
It really depends on the tune actually.
Okay.
Because when you are tuning the car, the tuner can actually adjust, we call it the air fuel ratio.
Sure.
Yes. So if the air fuel ratio is reached, usually when it comes out from the manufacturer, it's slightly reached.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not really optimized, to the best of the engine's ability.
But let's say we tune the car to get the most amount of power out of the car.
Yep.
Okay, so let's say I go all out, I go whatever station we call it.
Yep.
Will the car consume more fuel if you go for a hardcore tune?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Because definitely, even though if you are really pushing it hard, right, you will need fuel to run it. But then again, it's still about the air fuel ratio.
My personal experience with your tune, this is from a user point of view. My experience is this. So I noticed that I'm probably losing about 50 kilometers on a full tank. But I have a feeling it's more because the way I drive now opposed to the actual consumption. Because it's easy to rev. So I was thinking about it the other day and I was thinking, how can I get back the same fuel consumption as before? And I then began thinking about my pedal control. And I got to ease it in, And that's where I think if you drive a Ferrari opposed to driving let's say a smaller car, the power is so great that you need to almost feather the throttle. So you can't expect to have more power and say it's going to be the same amount of fuel consumption if you drive the same amount of way.
In a way, we would say there's no free lunch.
There's no free lunch.
No free lunch. But if the tune has been optimized properly on the air fuel ratio, and if you are gentle with your right foot, you can actually enjoy better fuel consumption.
So this one, I would say, is busted. Because I think the fuel consumption is not a big issue.
Correct.
Because it's here nor there. Okay.
In fact, I got a few customers, that they say when they drive normally, actually the fuel consumption do improve.
To me, it actually improved.
Now,
it's really improved, but the way I drive, it's kind of back this way there.
Okay.
Okay. So number two is damage to catalytic converters. So people say you tune your car, you are bound to spoil your catalytic converters or your O2 sensors. They're concerned about tuning the car and how it impacts the car's internals.
Yes, that's why when you tune the car, right, you are actually pushing the car a bit harder.
Sure.
All right. That's why we always recommend that we actually, do your oil change a bit sooner.
Sure.
When you have tuned your car.
So this whole myth about catalytic converters spoiling.
Catalytic converters spoiling. I personally, on my own car, my car went for 160,000 km on the stage 1 tune. Until lately when I went stage 3, then only I removed my catalytic converters. So it wasn't giving me any problems.
So catalytic converters and tuning has got no link whatsoever.
No.
Busted.
Yes.
Number 3, this is a sensitive one. I'm not sure you can answer this. It's about warranty being void. So people who buy cars and the cars are new, like less than 5 years old, or even let's say after the 5 years old period, would tuning the car void the warranty? Or for example, how's this question? Would, let's say, a Mazda or VW know you've tuned the car?
Okay, this one very sensitive. It really depends whether the manufacturer wants to go looking out for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So if they go out looking for it, definitely they will find it. Because they are the people that actually manufacture the car.
Sure.
And it really depends on the dealership.
Sure.
Over here, I don't want to mention which make of car. I have customers that have come to me tune the car and still do warranty claims for turbos. It's not due to the tune, but it's already an inherent issue with the particular make of car.
Sure. And I think that if you see abroad, they're more open to the idea of them being tuned and still being under warranty, because you're not it's fine. Only in Malaysia, I think, again, as you said, it's more on the manufacturer themselves, on the car resellers. If they are say okay, it's only a tune, you're not actually damaging anything, they're
Yes.
open to the idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next, number 4. Tuning is only changing the throttle response and not actually adding horsepower. So,
This is coming from people that install things like this,
okay, sure.
throttle controllers and all that.
So,
Yeah.
well, let's talk about your tune. I mean, this is a bit difficult, but it depends because a lot of tunes out there, and we'll talk about that in a video on Mike's channel.
Yeah.
But if, let's say, if it's your tune, the one that they actually go and plug into the ECU and they flash that, a full-on tune,
Yep.
does that actually only change the throttle response?
No, this one again depends on the tuner
Yeah.
and what are the parameters they change
Sure.
in the ECU itself.
Yep.
Because now the ECUs are so advanced, there are thousands of parameters inside there.
Okay.
So which are the correct parameters you change inside there? It's like making a cake.
Sure.
So if one of the parameters are not right, that's going to cause issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess answer is yeah, maybe, depending what tune.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 5, increase engine wear and tear. So I've heard this, that they said if you go for a tune, I guess let's talk about stage 1 and stage 2, for example.
Yeah.
Because stage 2 obviously is removing the catalytic converter.
Yep.
You have changed your exhaust, maybe air filter and stuff.
Correct.
And stage 1 is stock standard, just a software tune.
Yep.
Will that increase your wear and tear on the engine? Let's say to the sleeves or to the pistons.
I can only speak for my own tunes.
Sure, yeah, exactly, your own tunes,
my
your own
tunes,
experience.
With our tuning, basically our tune is made to the capability of the engine,
Okay.
not beyond it, to a very safe limit of it. And in our tuning, we don't remove any of the safety parameters that
Sure.
is already built into the ECU. Like your air, like your water temperature and your oil temperature hits a certain level,
Correct.
your boost level hits a certain level, we will pull back. And your car will go into lead mode to safeguard your hardware.
My experience with your tune now so far is that I'm servicing it the same way. So I did 10,000 km, 8 km service each interval. I'm doing the same interval change on cam loop, and I've not noticed any difference in terms of how black the oil is or the wear and tear. So to me, it's been the same. So I don't see. Sometimes them say you gotta service it earlier, but I just don't buy. I don't understand what the logic is of increased wear and tear on an engine that's got up for a tune.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, because even I have customers that have tunes. The car now is 300,000 km.
Yeah.
Still on the original pistons.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
So number 6, loss of top end power. So some of them say if you tune your car, all you're doing is changing the car's power characteristics, and you get more pickup at the low end, but you lose the top end. I know the answer for my car, but what do you think of this myth?
Again, it's back to how the tuner tunes
So
the car.
let's talk about your tune now. On your tunes,
On our tune, basically we again follow very much the characteristics of your engine. And we adjust to every RPM. We make the changes.
Yeah. So I felt that too. I felt like in all the range from 1,000 RPM up to 6,000 RPM, all through the range, the power is there, and we saw that on dyno. We proved that, and the powers were there. There's another video out there, you can have a look. But why does some people come and say that, oh, if you tune your car, you're going to lose top end, or if you change your muffler, you're going to use top end or low end? I mean, they have this perception that doing any sort of mods, you would sacrifice one or the other.
Sometimes it's a balance of between what hardware you put in.
Sure.
And also, I noticed there's a lot of people putting in diverter valves.
Diverter valves, what are they?
The aftermarket diverter valves, so that you can, they say can hold the boost better.
Oh, okay, sure.
And also to get that whoosh noise, when you lift off, like a wastegate. So in fact, in the last 3 to 4 months, I've been removing a lot of those with my customers actually.
Sure.
Sorry, guys. That some of you really
because they
love this stuff.
Because they're not stock.
Yes.
And they're more for show and tell, I guess.
Yes. Okay. And what we notice is you lose boost. A lot of time.
Okay.
Yep.
So number 7, tunes are not permanent. So some people say that if you tune your car, the car's ECU has a capacity to learn the car as you go along. So whatever tune you do now, let's say I spend a couple thousand ringgit to do your tune, in 3 years the tune is worthless, it's gone, and I must tune all over again. Is that true?
No, it's permanently etched into your ECU.
Yeah, it's permanently etched into your ECU.
Yes, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. So if probably those guys who are complaining of performance is because of other components in the engine.
Yes.
Maybe your pistons or
diverter valves or one of the hardwares.
Because the tune is a software and it's permanent, it doesn't go away.
Yes, correct.
So number 8, I'm just going this very fast now, make it more exciting. Okay, number 8, tunes are not recommended for hot climate like in Malaysia.
Yep.
So and I hear this a lot. They say, you can't drive Audi in traffic because it's hot in Malaysia, or you can't buy this car or that car. What is the link between hot climate and I guess a tune or any mod to do with a car?
That is true in some sense. Because when you got colder intake, your car definitely will make better power.
Yeah, but what about, you said shouldn't do a tune in hot climates?
No, it's okay because again, we are working on the safety parameters of your engine. So, that doesn't go away. So your engine is safe.
Yeah, and also I think the fact is that all cars have got a system to cool the car.
Yep.
So when you hit a certain temperature, it will cool the car down. And the car can't be too cool also. So cars running on very cool engines, they actually fail because they're not in this optimal level of tolerance.
Yes.
So that myth, I think is a myth.
Yeah, because there's different materials within the engine.
Correct.
So all of them, works between 95 degrees to about 120 degrees within the engine.
So they have to be in the optimal temperature.
Correct.
Okay. Number 9, piggyback ECUs, the tunes, are as good as an ECU tune that you flash on. So this is the piggyback system whereby they actually install cables to your, I believe, your plugs and
throttle usually is your throttle on your boost as well.
Yep. So are they as good as what you do as this typical flash that you do on
it's
ECU?
totally different because with ECU tune, we are adjusting many parameters inside.
Sure.
And usually with a piggyback system, as we say, it's only tagging on 3 or 4 sensors, maximum 4 sensors.
And they're not cheap though.
No, they're not cheap. And in fact, some of this stuff is more expensive than our tunes.
Yeah. So the piggyback systems are not the same as ECU tune because they don't control as much elements.
Not only that, it's a piggyback because it actually goes into their controller first, and then they tweak the data, and then it goes back into your ECU.
So there's a delay, I guess.
Yeah, there is a delay. Yep.
And last but not least, advertised horsepower is never the same as what's in the dyno chart. So I guess the point here is that when we go for a dyno run with the ECU tune, and they say I got this much or that much, but my car came stock with X amount of power, and I said, it's only 30 horsepower difference, or 30 doesn't make a difference. So I guess my question is, how much power increase from a tune? It's considered, usually we'll feel the tune, we'll feel the difference in the tune itself.
I think anything from 10 to 15 horses on a good tune, you can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel it because.
So I guess it's busted because you're saying 10 to 15 horsepower. Those are like some claims that they make in I don't know. They said if you change the muffler, you get 10 horsepower. So if the small amount of difference of horsepower could have a difference, why is that? Why is that even a small difference of horsepower has an impact on the way you drive the car?
I think if on the dyno 10 to 15 horses, maybe on the road you can't feel it. But I think more importantly is how the car responds when you put your foot down.
Sure.
And when your car change gears, whether it picks up speed immediately or there is a lag of a second or two, before you feel that there's a power delivery again.
I mean, to me again, I've actually gone to my stage 1 last year, October, November. I did my stage 1.
Correct.
And I think we got about 30, 40 horsepower increments. Okay.
Yes.
And that was, I think, 10% more than the original stock horsepower. But if you ask me if I do a percentage of how much more different it was, how much more powerful it was compared to the stock car, it's more than 10%. So I don't think that that the maths works out right to say 10% of extra horsepower means 10% more or better car. It's more like 20% or more than that because the feel is different. It's just different. You know, it's the way power delivers.
And you don't feel the lag.
Yeah.
When you put your throttle down, the car reacts to your inputs. I think that's very important. And also when you shift gears, you know, you feel that your power delivery is seamless.
Exactly.
Seamless.
So again, thank you, Mike, for
welcome
doing this 10 things with us. There's another video on Mike's channel about, what are we going to talk about? We're talking about different types of tunes, isn't it?
Yep.
What are piggyback tunes, what are ECU tunes, and all the other stuff.
Yes.
If
Some
you like,
grand data stuff.
Exactly. So if you like this, please remember to go down there and hit the like and subscribe button. It's hard to say.
Yep.
Each time I go and beg for views.
For views.
But you know what?
Subscribe to it.
I'm actually now at 950 subscribers. I'm 50 away to hitting 2,000.
Okay, guys, please click on that button.
So hopefully this video is the one that makes me go over the 1,000 subscriber limit.
Yeah, for me, I haven't even hit 100. So please come to my channel as well.
So till then, this is me saying stay driven.